The 2024 Green Tie Award for House Conservation Leadership goes to Representative Spencer Wetmore.
Spencer Wetmore is a force. She comes prepared. She never misses a moment to represent the people who sent her here. She is a fierce mom, and she works so hard for the people of her district.
I know Representative Spencer Wetmore, first as the city administrator of Folly Beach, and then we're also neighbors. We have children of the same age, and thus we're friends.
I first met Representative Wetmore when I moved to Folly Beach. She was the city administrator at that time, but we really got to be friends and to talk more about issues as she ran for representative of our area.
Spencer Wetmore was elected in 2020 after a special election, and from that point forward, she hit the ground running and proving herself to be a brilliant, strategic lawmaker that has conservation at the top of the agenda from the very beginning.
She's a problem solver, and she brings everybody to the table who needs to be in the conversation. And a lot of times that's missing from legislation, you know, that whole community involvement, and Spencer is one of those people that really brings people together.
She is willing to cross partisan lines and form coalitions with a wide variety of people.
Representative Wetmore is a kind and brilliant thinker. She brings her expertise as an attorney to the General Assembly, and so she's able to look at issues that are very complex from a lot of different perspectives.
Don't get in her way. She will work with you. She will try to be at the table, but when she makes up her mind, it's going to get done. That's just who she is.
If there's an issue that she doesn't know about it, she will put the hard work in to find out everything that she needs to decide which way that she's going to lean and which way that she's going to vote. Another thing that Spencer has done most recently is not sign the bill to invest in fossil fuels, in gas in particular. And instead, she recognizes that for us to invest in green is the way of the future.
Representative Wetmore is not afraid to take on the really complicated issues. And I'm not just talking about politically complicated. She also takes on issues that are sort of academically complicated as well. One of the first bills that I ever worked with her on was coal plant securitization, which was something like a 50-page piece of legislation geared towards closing down polluting coal plants in a way that was going to protect ratepayers and our environment. And she took that bull by the horns and really learned a really thorny issue from the back to the front so that she was prepared to address it when any questions came up.
She's very intuitive. When she sits down in a meeting, she is very careful to assess what's going on in the meeting, what issues are being brought up. She looks for ways to make things happen that might not be the straight line, but will get us there.
She's also really interested in ways to address development in a way that protects our natural resources. Her district in particular is very susceptible to the issues facing us after climate change and after so much development. So she's really good about addressing these things from the front end in ways that are reasonable and are actually going to solve problems.
She created the largest setback for our coast in South Carolina. The importance of these setbacks, both on the coast and in the marsh, is to prevent erosion.
Everything she touches really is about her space and place. And I think that's truly the overall picture, isn't it, of Green Tie. It's not just the coastal South Carolina. It's about Midlands, it's the upstate, it's the entire fabric of our state and how what we do affects that.
For Spencer and for myself and for a lot of us, the land and the wildlife are integral in our life. It's a part of our shared story as a South Carolinian. I'm just so thankful for her willingness to stand up and protect what makes our state special.
Spencer Wetmore, you are a wonderful woman, and I am so pleased that you're receiving this award today. Good job.